What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome you to part 69 of Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, that's right. We are now on this part. I don't know what to say. I'm already fucking up my commentary, but I'm not redoing this, okay? We got 41 minutes to sit through here. 41 minutes worth of content. I think this is a pretty solid video, a pretty solid follow-up to the previous video, if you ask me. Basically, I spend a majority of my time here on Eventide Island, and I'm not quite sure why I decided to come here in this particular video. I think maybe I just was like, you know what? It's my 100th shrine, and I want to make it a special one. Yes, that's right. We are going to reach 100 shrines in this video, out of 152. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking shrines in this game. There's more than Breath of the Wild, because there's also some on the Sky Islands as well. I feel like it would have been cool to honestly have shrines down in the depths, but, you know, they didn't do that, so it is what it is, you know, but there are multiple ways you can get here to Eventide Island. I am just creating a raft here, doing the most basic thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing that a game like this that reuses the same overworld as Breath of the Wild and has mostly like the same locations can still have all of these like insane, like just wondrous moments of like discovery. I'm not sure if I used the right word there. So late into the playthrough, you know, like there are so many areas that we still have not gone to yet that I really am looking forward to, you know, showing off. One of the things, you know, like, since I have a whole 41 minutes to talk about this, I'll just say that one of the big complaints that has been levied towards this game is that it's basically just glorified DLC, and that there's, like, not any new content. Wah! But, you know, like, it's been how many fucking years since the last game, and how much has changed in the world? Like, pretty much everything has changed, you know? So, I would argue that there are plenty of new things to see and do in this game. And this sucks because I don't have any arrows, so I can't get that Korok. But, yeah, I just think it's honestly kind of ridiculous that people throw out... That's like a common criticism now with a lot of sequels, you know? It's like, it's just glorified DLC. Wah, I don't want to spend $70 on this. We got this guy over here. Who the... Mister, you have a death wish to make your way to this island? You've heard the rumors, right? They say that this is where the pirates that attack Lurlin Village hide out. I mean, I sure don't want to be here. But I'm on a mission to locate the pirates' hideout for the monster control crew. Ah, from what I've seen, this island has 3 monster strongholds. I do think the pirates' hideouts is somewhere on this island, but I can't do a thorough search with those strongholds in my way. I want to finish my scouting and go home already, if only those monster strongholds weren't there. Dude, like, they're not even doing anything to you. You're like chilling over here by the entrance, basically. Like, I don't think they're gonna come here and bother you, but yeah, this is Eventide Island. I'm gonna stop teasing the haters, honestly, because I feel like I've already done it enough in this 4.5 minutes that we've been going for. But yeah, I mean, I'll be more constructive. I don't agree with those people who say that this game is nothing but glorified DLC, because honestly, yes, it is the same world, and it has a lot of the same assets and everything, the same engine and everything. You can complain about the performance, the graphics not really being updated, or or improved at all, but this is a world where, honestly, so much has changed since the upheaval, and I do think that there is a lot to see and do in this game, and if there wasn't, I would have probably fucking quit this game, like, hours ago, you know, but I didn't, because it's Zelda, and I fucking love Zelda. Zelda is, like, always gonna be my favorite series of games. I like Zelda more than Mario. I think Zelda is honestly my #1 favorite, like, game franchise ever, and that's, like, never gonna change. I have so much nostalgia with Zelda, so much, just, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like, so many memories with these games over the years, you know. I've a lot of great experiences, and, yeah, I already feel like I'm rambling, and I haven't even been going for 6 minutes, so you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to smoke a bowl, because why not? I have 40 minutes to talk here. I won't smoke too much in this video, I promise you guys, but I just got home from work, and I'm gonna have to do more work later after this, but yeah, I have to. I just need to right now. I need it! I need it! So yeah, I mean, this, I will admit that I feel like I enjoy the, that guy fucking took a hard fall there, and then I start shooting arrows at him. I get that lucky shot on him, and then I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go down here and attack his ass. And I totally missed that chest up there, I just realized, which is really unfortunate. And then I had this hilarious glitch here where I froze this guy, and, like, he just starts floating in midair, and, like, I'm trying to shoot arrows at him, I'm trying to, like, do everything, and nothing is working, and I'm like, am I gonna have to, like, restart this fucking, this checkpoint, you know, and shit? But I think eventually eventually he's gonna break out of the ice, and I'll be able to, finish him off. But, yeah, this will be our first monster stronghold. There we go. This is just a shame, man, that I wasn't recording my commentary for this, because while I was editing through this, it's like, there were several moments that I cut out now because I'm doing post-commentary that were actually kind of funny, and I would have, it's almost as if, like, I've edited so many videos of this game, it's like, as I was watching it, while I was editing through it last night or this morning, I was just kind of like, I could imagine, I could hear my reaction inside my own head, like how I would react, or how I reacted to that situation, and, like, it was just a shame that my live commentary just, you know, disappeared, and I had to do this instead. But yeah, we come up here. There was one fail that I cut out there where I was walking around the exterior. It was another one of those, like, brainstorming situations where I was trying to use Ultra Hand and auto build and whatnot to see what I could build to get myself up over the spikes, when really I just needed to walk all the way around to the entrance and whatnot. But yeah, like, I created, like, this freaking, this, like, it was like a hover platform with, like, a rocket attached to it and everything. One of the auto build schematics, and, you know, the thing fell down, so I spent about a minute trying to get it back up with, like, recall and everything. I had it in position and everything, but I was standing on, like, kind of like a slope, so as soon as I hit the rocket, the thing shot up, but it, like, shot up, like, freaking, you know, all, like, I'm trying to think, like, it wasn't, like, horizontal or, like, diagonal. It was, like, diagonal, you know? It was, like, all fucking fucked up. And then I looked to the left, and it was just, like, floating there in the sky, and I was like, well, that was fucking useless. And then I decided I would just walk around and find the front entrance, and yeah, there was another moment, like, later on in the video where I jumped down into that chasm towards the end of this video, and there's a part where I freaking, I couldn't see where the ground was, and I straight up just dove down the chasm and then died because I hit the ground and like boom, game over. Like that was a moment where I could almost hear my own reaction in my head there, you know, like how I reacted. But yeah, now I'm just looting this area, seeing what I can get, and I will say, like, this is one of like the core loops of this game that I never get tired of. Just walking around, looting camps, you know. One of my favorite things to do down in the depths is, you know, farm zonite, basically. We got a gnarled wooden stick there, which is pretty much useless, so I got rid of it. And now we got one more stronghold left, and then we got to figure out where the hideout is, basically. This one I had some really good fucking moments. I think it's the bokoblins. Bokoblins, I think if you shoot them in the water, they die instantly. Or are those horriblins? I can't remember. I don't know. It's been like 2 weeks since I've done anything for this game or showed any footage for it. So I'm just kind of jumping back into it. I'm surprised that I was able to get these 4 videos done as quickly as I did. I still got one more after this, and that one's gonna probably take even more time because the next video I won't get too into it because, you know, we're on this video and I want to stay present with you guys on what's actually happening in the moment. But the next video I get this freaking epic kill here where I shoot the guy off of the fucking cliff with the cannon. I was just like, woo, you know. The next video we basically just do nothing but like depth exploring. So I mean there might be a lot of editing, a lot more editing in that one. I kept this one kind of raw because it's just mostly me exploring Eventide Island and clearing out these monster forces. I do think the original Eventide Island concept was better in my opinion in Breath of the Wild. Like this is cool, like there's a lot more story going on here, but I kind of missed that feeling. I guess they couldn't have like recreated it, of being stripped bare, not having anything, and just having to fight with what you have basically and defeat the forces, you know. This, they gave us a little bit more story, you know, which is pretty cool, you know. But Lurelin Village was like, I don't even fucking know, I blasted myself there by accident. Lurelin Village was like, I don't even know how many parts ago that was. That was like 10, 15 parts ago at this point. So, I don't know. I mean, I love the freedom that this game gives you. You know, this, if Breath of the Wild was like the big one in terms of, you know, like, okay, we're just gonna give you this giant open world to explore. We're gonna take the gloves off, just let you do whatever you want. This game is that, but also, like, you know, they give you all these new tools, obviously, and they're just kind of like, you know, have fun, do what you want, and that's what I think I love about this game. Look how fast this guy darts away, by the way, back to the fucking camp. I turn around, and he is already up that fucking hill. I don't know how the hell that happened, so I had to run all the way back up, and they were both up here, and it turns out this guy I blasted earlier is still alive too, but now he's dead. But yeah, this game just kind of like, it gives you that freedom, but it also gives you a lot of room to like play around and mess around with, you know, the tools and stuff that the game gives you. And I think Fuse is probably one of my favorite like Zelda power-ups now. Like, I hope that this is a power that we see in every single Zelda game moving forward. If they're gonna stick to the whole durability system, it's like, I mean, I don't even know, like, freaking Tulin to the left there, like, coming out, that's fucking hilarious. I don't even know like how they're gonna follow this game up, dude. Like I remember when I first played Breath of the Wild and everyone else on planet Earth, you know, it was just kind of like one of those like huge, like jaw-dropping, like there is no way this game is all one giant world, and then seeing it and exploring it was just, no other open world game has given me that feeling that Breath of the Wild did. Not even this game. like I said, this game has plenty of new things to see and do. This game just kind of like doubles down on the accessibility, giving you more features to play with, obviously, you know. I'm talking a lot about this, like, this is my, like, review and whatnot, but I really just don't know what to say at this point, but, yeah, like, I don't even think this game really recreates that feeling of discovery, because, you know, you already know, like, where, like, what, most of what you're gonna see on the surface when you go there. It's just, how can they flip the script and do something different? And I think that's where this game just is, like, it blew my mind when I started this game. I knew this game was going to be bigger than Breath of the Wild. I didn't know how bigger, and, you know, it really is one of those things. You don't appreciate this game fully until, like, you, like, actually sit down and start getting down to the roots of it all and playing through it and just, like, exploring everywhere, you know. I mean, I won't talk much about it because, you know, I'm not talking to him right now, but Izzy, for example, when he got the game, and I'm not saying there's a wrong or right way to play through this type of game, but, like, he knew that it was going to be a game that he was going to be fully invested in, but he is one of those people who thinks this game is just glorified DLC, and I don't agree with that, because, you know, if you actually, like I've stated, get down to the roots of it all and, like, actually, like, explore and like run around and do stuff, you'll see that the world has changed dramatically, like, drastically since the upheaval. But he spent most of his time, like, down in the depths and didn't really do a lot of surface exploring or sky exploring. He spent, like, all of his time down in the depths, which is cool, but, like, his whole reasoning for not 100%ing the game right away was because he and I both thought at the time that there was going to be DLC for this game and that they were going to release a master mode. And believe me, you guys know that I play through games on the hardest difficulty now. If this game had a master mode, I would definitely do my playthrough on master mode. But it didn't release with the master mode, and we're not getting DLC anymore. So his first playthrough, he just kind of rushed through it and didn't really take the time to explore the surface. And that's what I have been trying to, like, tell everyone who's trying to get into this game. It's like, this is one of those games where on the surface it looks like the same, and in a way it is the same, but when you really get down to the nitty-gritty and, like, actually start exploring the world, that's when this game, like, actually surprises you, and you see that, like, oh, this isn't DLC. They actually did put a lot of work into this game. And yeah, I mean, I personally feel like he didn't fully get that experience, and now he's probably never going to play through the game ever again, because he knows how big it is, and he's really in no rush to start the game again or play it again. So you know, and I'm not, like, saying that's a negative or anything. I'm just using him as an example to emphasize that a lot of people think this game is DLC, but it really isn't, in my opinion. It's a proper sequel, and this isn't the only game that's gotten that criticism. You got other games like God of War Ragnarok had that criticism when it first came out. People were saying it was like glorified DLC because it had a bunch of, like, reused animations and stuff like that. People were saying The Last of Us Part 2 is like glorified DLC because not much of the gameplay has changed, and we all know that that's fucking bullshit, because if you've seen my videos, this fucking guy lights himself on fire, which is super hilarious, just steps onto the fire like an idiot, and he's still there. Like, I don't know what his deal was, what he was thinking, but yeah, a lot of games recently I notice have been getting that reaction. Grand Theft Auto 6, like, when that trailer got announced, I could not shut up about it. I was so excited to play it and try it out, and, like, there were people I knew who were like, it's just gonna be like GTA 5. And I'm like, you know what? Go out and make your own fucking game then, okay? Like, don't criticize shit that you are not even gonna play or even give a chance, you know? Like, if that makes any sense. I feel like I'm just totally rambling. This whole video's been rambling, let's be honest. But here I'm trying to figure out where this last guy is, but, yeah, it's a criticism I've noticed. It's like, if the sequel doesn't top what the original did, or isn't fucking amazing, or a masterpiece, or a 10 out of 10 game, it's automatically, like, disappointing to a lot of people. Like, people just are gonna say, oh, it sucks, it's DLC. And I feel like that's just so, like, disrespectful to the people that spend years of their lives developing this shit and working their asses off on these games, only for someone to just come out and be like, yeah, it's just glorified DLC. There's nothing really new there, you know. It's the same game. I wouldn't play it. You know, it's just like, shut up. Go fucking play Fortnite or something. You know, like, go play something else, you know. I don't know. I don't know why it bothers me so much. It bothers me because sometimes the games that deserve all of the praise don't get the praise because of the stupidest reasons, you know, and I don't know. That's just me. I love this game, but even I, if you guys recall in the last part, said that when I am finally done with this game, I am probably never going to boot it up or play it ever again because it just is too much. It is a massive game, and I'm a completionist. I have to literally do everything. I have to fully 100% the game. Even on my repeat playthroughs, like, I have to 100% it and do everything again. You know, and I just, I had this really hilarious moment here where I was like, wait a minute. I can't even get up there. But, yeah, like, this is a game that I'm probably never going to revisit. Maybe I will, like, play some of it down the line, like, when the new Zelda game comes out. I don't know. Like I said in the previous part, and I'll you know, re-emphasize how I feel, or you know, explain it, like my feelings. But like, I feel like the next Zelda game, it has to be a smaller Zelda game, dude. Like, I don't care if they give us a big giant open world or something. This was a really frustrating moment. Like, I was like lining this up, trying so desperately to get over here. I found this pirate hideout, by the way, because my shrine sensor was going off, and I could see that it was below me. So I went around the island and found this pirate hideout. But yeah, basically what I was saying before is people, you know, have been saying that they got bored with this game, and I mean, that's fine. Like, you don't have to like this game. You know, it is what it is. It's just like, this game is a proper sequel, and I'm kind of tired of seeing that excuse for every single sequel now that comes out. Like, people are just saying, if it doesn't look drastically different than the original, or, you know, step things up like times a million, you know, compared to what the original did, then to them it's just a lazy, like, copy and paste sequel. And I just think that's really shitty, you know. Like, it sucks, you know. It's sad to see, honestly, but it is what it is, you know. I like this game. I'll always like this game. If you're someone who doesn't like this game, then I respect your opinion, but I also respectfully disagree, you know. I think this is a great fucking sequel. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see the next Zelda game have more of like a contained story, you know? Like, give us like a 50-hour game, like a 30, 40, 50 hours max, like, Zelda game with an open world. You can still have plenty of shit to do, plenty of things to do, but like, don't do another like 200-hour plus Zelda game, because if you guys do that, I mean, I'm sticking this game out to the end. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna 100% it at this point. But I don't think in 4 or 5 years' time, if we get another Zelda game that's this massive, I'm gonna probably 100% it. I'm just probably not gonna do that. Like, it's just too much work, in my opinion. So this is our 100th shrine here, and because I had, for no reason other than to be extra, I wanted to make sure that I had a dope outfit on for this, so I got the hairband on, the champion's tunic, and I'm changing my weapons here to something cool looking because I really wanted to feel this accomplishment here. It's kind of a crazy milestone. We're now gonna have 24 hearts, and it's crazy because I'm about to turn 26 in like less than a week, like 5 days. So I'm wondering, like, are we going to have 26 hearts by the time I'm done with this recording sesh? I don't think so, because I spent a lot of time down in the chasms next, but yeah. Like, give us a Zelda game that is, like, more contained, you know? I wouldn't even mind going somewhere that we haven't even really been before. You know how, like, Majora's Mask had, like, Termina and all of that, and those areas that, like, we had never seen before, like that areas that of the world that you hear about, but you know, just have a whole game take place there, you know, or like I don't know, like I'm not gonna pretend like I know better or anything like that. Like, Nintendo, they know what they're doing. They're really, really smart at this sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't play the next Zelda game if it was a big giant open world like this, but there's probably no way in hell I'm going to like 100% it if we do get another one of those types of games. So there's that shrine there. I show this loading screen because it's like the only time you're ever going to see this loading screen in the game. It's kind of rare, you know, but there we go, 100 shrines. So now I'm going to go and talk to that guy and see what what he says. It's gotten so quiet. The island seems so much more tranquil. Could it be? You cleared out the monster strongholds, all 3 of them. Ha! You're amazing. Oh, you don't even know how big a help that is. Perfect timing, too, since I just saw a pirate ship coming in. But as soon as the ship rounded the back of the island, it disappeared. A cave hidden around the back of the island, and there was a pirate ship. You beat every single pirate on the ship, too? Holy cow! You're like a one-man monster control crew. I mean, I'm part of a monster control crew, and I still lost my nerve. Thanks to you, I can finally breathe easy. Oh, I should probably give you some token of gratitude for risking your life. Here, accept this with my thanks. We got a blue mane Lionel saber horn. I totally messed that up. Weren't expecting something that rare, were you? I picked it up on a previous monster control crew expedition. I've been holding on to it as a lucky charm all this time, but you'll probably get more use out of it than I would. Definitely. Now then, time to put together a report on what happened here and finally leave this island. Once I'm back, I'm turning over a new leaf. No more scaredy sesame. I'm going to be capable and courageous like you. So thanks for the help and the inspiration, mister. I hope I'll see you around. I don't know. I don't know about that. So now I'm basically going to go back to, I think, where am I going? I think I'm going to, I'm going to go to Lookout Landing because I decided, you know what, it's time to basically finish up this main quest of finding the 5th sage, and I'm going to redeem my orbs or whatever. Not orbs, I forgot what they're called in this game. Light a Blessing, right? I think that's what they're called. And get my heart container. Yeah, so got a little bit more excitement in this video. So on to Lookout Landing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything that this game presents is honestly a vast improvement over what Breath of the Wild gave us. Like, even the side quests, too. Like, I think that was one of the last things I actually did when I recorded the game last, was I finally wrapped up all of the side quests. I mean, at this point in time, in my in my actual, like, file in real time, I've got, like, 300 Koroks, something like that. I've done all the shrines. I've done all the side quests. I've, completed the depths, filled out the map, done everything that I needed to do down there. Fully upgraded my energy wells. I've done most of everything. I still need to get the boss medals. I still need to get the remaining Koroks. Yeah, and whatnot. Well, did you find anything out about the fifth sage? Well, you found the Sage of Spirit? Minoru, this is incredible. That means we have the five sages. Fantastic work, Link. I can't believe this is actually one of the sages who faced off against the Demon King alongside Princess Zelda. And now we have news about the princess. There's some relief in that, at least. So, in the ancient past, Princess Zelda worked to restore the decayed Master Sword and return it to your hand, trusting that you would defeat the Demon King in the present day. She did so much, all on her own.
What?
The Master Sword was restored, you say? When were you planning on telling me? And if it was found on the head of a white dragon of all places, that's hard to believe. However, this was Princess Zelda's wish, one she believed in so strongly that she gave her life to see it through, for us. Thank you for finding the sword, Link. I have to say, you really don't look quite yourself unless you've got the Master Sword at your side.
Check it.
Now then, it seems you have all you need. You're prepared to face our enemy. Hell yeah. Crisis at Hyrule Castle complete! We need to determine where the Demon King is lurking. It seems unlikely he'd still be in the Hyrule Castle. I can't think of any place he'd be here on the surface. That must mean that's it. The depths. Well, wouldn't you say there's a high probability that he's in the depths? Do what you think best, of course, but my suggestion is to ask Joshua for any info she may have. She's enthusiastic about investigating the depths, so I'm sure she'd be happy to help out.
Yeah.
Link, the rest is up to you. Okay. Jesus. Dialogue is done for now. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was saying before. I've explored all of the caves. I've done all of the wells. I'm trying to think what else I've done. There are a few more things I've done. I think I've filled out the Hyrule Compendium. Almost. Yeah, there's still a huge list of things for me to do in the game. I mean, the list is kind of like settling. It's narrowing down the more and more I play. But I just need to start playing again. The thing is, recording wise, I'm really busy with The Last of Us right now. Because I'm not fully done with that game. I mean, I beat it about 2 weeks ago, but I have to do another playthrough for it, a second playthrough, and I also have to do the no return mode in my like extra bonus video and all of that. So we've probably got like a good like 2 or 3 more weeks worth of like Last of Us content coming up, alongside with this game if I can keep it up, hopefully. But, Jesus, I'm sorry, I'm really fucking tired. I don't know how this thing, it rolled all the way down here somehow. I mean, we are on a slope, but, yeah. The point is, I do need to start playing this game again and pick it up again soon. I'm probably gonna do that when I get to, like, my, like, 50 or, like, 60th recording sesh. I'm gonna open it up again and start recording again, and hopefully I can easily get back into it. I don't know, we'll see. We will definitely see. Oh, I've gotten all the outfits in the game as well. You know, I've done all the shrine quests and side adventures and whatnot. Yeah, because that's another thing. There are side quests and side adventures, which are completely different, you know? Here we got a Coliseum. I actually really like these a lot. I think these are a lot of fun. We got another chest with a special something in there that I'm not going to spoil, but this is an easy one. It's always like the last one where they throw the really tough enemies out at you, you know? These are just like regular standard bokoblins. Just got a message from someone. Man, I just got like super fucking scared for a sec. I thought that I was losing money on my check, but I guess not. They were like disregarded. This email is not for you. Man, I need to stop talking about work. But yeah, what's going on? Oh yeah, we're fighting these fucking things. Yeah, I mean I talked about this in the last part. But I am not really a fan of Minoru in this game. I think she is honestly kind of wasted. I mean, all of the fucking what am I trying to say? Ah, this fucking train keeps interrupting me. All of the sages I feel are kind of like, I don't like the way they... That's the one thing about this game. I don't know why I shot a bright bloom seed at that guy. That's the one thing I will say about this game is the sages somehow just feel worse in this game. Like, I know I've touched on it a little bit in the past, but like, they just kind of like get in your way, and it's really awkward, especially when you're trying to do something else, like press another button or do another command, and like a sage is like in your way and you just like activate them by accident or something. Like, I don't know, like I feel like the sages were kind of wasted in this game, and I almost fucking died here, but this is thankfully the last guy, and now we're going to get what's in the chest. And I don't remember what I do last in this video. I think I go to rest at a, like an inn or something next, just so I could, get my health back up. And then, yeah, when we come back, we're gonna be going, we got Midna's helmet! I love Twilight Princess. I need to do a playthrough for Twilight Princess at some point, and the thing is, man, every time I do a Zelda playthrough, like, I get into that shit. Like, I get into it completely to the point to where, like, I am just, like, I have to do everything. You know, I have to literally do everything and fully 100% the game and complete it, you know? And I've always wanted to do a playthrough for Twilight Princess. I haven't done a playthrough for Twilight Princess. I haven't done a playthrough for Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I would love to do playthroughs for both of those games at some point, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. The only Zelda games I haven't played are like the older Zelda games, like Zelda 1, Zelda 2, you know, Link to the Past. I know what your guys' reaction, like, I have not played through one of the greatest Zelda games ever. I've played Four Swords before. I haven't played Minish Cap or Oracle of Ages. And there's another one that I'm thinking about that I haven't played. Like, I haven't played every single Zelda game, you know, but like, I've played mostly 3D, like most of the 3D Zelda games. I have played Majora's Mask. I have played Ocarina of Time, and I've beaten both of those games and think they're incredible games. But yeah, like as far as 3D Zelda games that I haven't done playthroughs for, I would love to do a playthrough for Twilight Princess. I would love to do playthroughs for Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks because I feel like those two games get the most unnecessary shit from people like all the time. Like people just like are constantly like knocking those games saying they suck, you know, and they're not good Zelda games. And I just disagree because I grew up with those games, you know. A Link Between Worlds is a game that I would love to play through. There are so many Zelda games that I would love to play through, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna do every single one, you know. But yeah, I'm just basically resting here at the inn and getting my health back up, and then I think the Blood Moon also happens. Um, and yeah, this is basically the end of this video, so I'm gonna hold my thoughts for now for the next video, which is gonna be like another 45, 50 minutes or so, hour maybe. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please comment, rate, subscribe, and like I said, next time on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, we will be doing a bunch of like chasm exploration, a bunch of depth exploration. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.